All right. Let's see if this works here. I'm just gonna do a quick sound check on the outside. Oh, got another moderator. There we go. Can everybody hear me? Do we got sound? Okay, looks like we do. Okay. Wow. It has been a minute, huh? Since I've gone live. Um, yeah, I don't really do the streaming thing anymore. Whenever I kind of it's like the once maybe twice a year I decide to go online or make a video. I always have to start off with I don't do this often, so I'm just kind of going through, just kind of winging it right now. Was very familiar with the whole StreamYard or the Google Plus thing, whatever. StreamYard's a little bit different, doesn't seem too complex. I'm sure I'll be fine. Yeah, so anyway, we are talking about critical thinking today. Not really. I mean, this isn't really kind of a serious thing. This is just, kind of a review of just the stupidity of some people and how some people have just inadvertently become just lolcows, man. Like I don't even get this shit. Like this shit was fun. Like, 5, 6 years ago, you go on, you get into kind of an argument, discussion, debate, whatever with somebody. You have different viewpoints, you think that whole kind of debate atmosphere was kind of enjoyable for a bit. But I mean, I was just talking about this the other day with some people, and man, like shit has gotten just fucked up. Like seriously fucked up. Like we have Von Helton being investigated for literally neglect, which contributed to the death of his mother. His children being taken away multiple times due to just like the pure filth that he forced them to live in. On a similar note, you have fucking Shanny for Christ and Revelation News. You have stuff coming out about them where it's just they just having their kids living complete and absolute squalor as they just spend their money on DoorDash and useless electronics and all this other shit. And then you have like G-Man doxing and threatening people, like to come down and beat them up, like releasing text messages, getting in contact with people's like mistresses or some shit like that, and starting crap there. It is insane. It is insane to the absolute level that like some of these people that were just like, oh, just simple idiots on the internet have just turned into just like really expose themselves as like just absolutely terrible people. But amongst these people, these lulz, you have other people coming out now, people that you might not have thought of before, and that's what we're talking about here. We're talking about like Steve McRae and I guess it's Victoria Klein now, or Cheshire Vic, whatever she's going by. I saw that she was posting this under her name, or what I assume is her name, so I guess that's what we go. We refer to her as now. I don't know, don't care, whatever. Anyway, hosts of the new non sequitur show. The new non sequitur show, a show that has literally been dead for like 2 years because of legal fighting, because one of the hosts of the channel decided to take the other host of the channel for a lawsuit, spent $50,000 of someone else's money to earn back a dead show that he can't even operate on his own. I mean, it's like, the guy's had 2 years to grow a channel on his own, but he can't. He doesn't have the ability to actually grow a channel on his own. And I mean, that's fine. Not every single person is going to do hit it off and be big time YouTube famous. But I think it's like, it just when that's like one of the defining features of you, when you pride yourself on being like a YouTuber or striving to be a YouTuber, some type of influencer in some way. And that's actually like, I was thinking about this when it comes to like these lolcows on the internet, and they always have like 3 things in common. And it's one, they want to be famous. They want to be famous. They want to be these influential like YouTubers, like be renowned for this stuff. Like for the stuff they put online, be respected for that, whatever. And you see this, Von Helton, Shani, G-Man, Steve McRae. The next thing is that they overshare. All lolcows is the other thing. They have to overshare. Way too much details about their lives, and it doesn't come from people, like trying to find out real life information. It's literally information that they put out there. That they put this information out there, like whether it's that Von Helton doesn't know how to wipe his ass or bathe. That that G-Man is getting UTIs and can't take care of his own personal hygiene. That Shani smells like cat piss. That Steve McRae is going around picking up used condoms for his old landlord. Like these, like I shouldn't know this stuff. Why do I know these details of somebody's life? Because they put that out there. So again, second thing for lolcows is they have to put all this information out there. They have to put out all these details, and then they wonder why they're mocked and laughed at for this stuff. And then the last thing is for lolcows is that they're delusional, just absolutely delusional. They live in some kind of weird fantasy world that they try to shape reality the way that they want them, and it's always some really weird kind of viewpoint on reality that they just their own kind of self-image, their the harassed, their what is it, the victim complex, all this stuff. They have to like create this kind of illusion of like the kind of reality they want to put out there. And again, people kind of laugh at them for that stuff, and it's gone to the point where it just it's actually not funny in some cases. In some cases, it's actually just not funny anymore. The way that things have gotten so real. Before it was just them saying stupid things on the internet, and that's funny, haha, whatever. And then it grows into these absolutely just atrocious comments from them, where you have them or just behaviors from them. Like I said, you have like child neglect, you have abuse, you have all these things, and then it's also like the shit that they spread out there. So I mean, most people, we know about Von Helton, Shani, and G-Man, and all those people. But I mean, Steve McRae is another one that's now doing this shit. He is morphing into Von Helton, and if he hasn't already become a full-on lolcow, he's well on his way to being that way. I mean, he's made a false accusation. He gets so butthurt over the fact that people are criticizing him for having a convicted rapist on his channel, a guy that is currently still being indicted for sexually assaulting his own children. And he gets so upset about this, he starts going around and says, well, I believe he's an honorable man. I believe that he has, that I've seen it. I've spoken to his friend. His friend seems to think he's okay, so I think he's okay too. It doesn't matter what you throw out there. You throw police reports, you throw all this stuff out there, and he's still out there defending this guy. And he gets so upset at people criticizing this that he starts fake accusations that one of his criticizers sexually assaulted somebody. That when this woman meets up with somebody at the airport, friends, they've met up a couple times, that because they hug and she gives him a peck on the cheek, that all of a sudden that this is sexual harassment or sexual assault. It is insane. And then they run with this. They run with this stuff. And it completely just despicable people. It's the same thing with like Von Helton making up, lies about, all the Frosts. It's the same thing about, Shani and Rev calling people that criticize them pedophiles. It's what they have to do. It's like their defense mechanism is literally to lie about other people. And this is why, I mean, again, like Steve McRae is becoming a lolcow because of these reasons. But most recently, like I just kind of like, I don't make videos. I don't really, talk about them that much. But I just want to vent about this for a second. Because recently on Twitter, I saw that Steve has been sharing this stuff about Holy Spackle. Okay. Now, Holy Spackle is one of Steve's detractors. Okay. She obviously, doesn't like him, whatever. And, she's very critical of some of the stuff that Steve says and does. And he, I guess one of his simps, this Manya, golden unicorn, sodium chloride engineer, whoever this person is here, found an old video. Okay, found an old video from Godless Girl, which accuses Holy Spackle of calling CPS on Shani. Okay, now, okay, that's fine. They found this video out there and they're sharing it. Weird, and so Steve comes out now, and he starts jumping on this. Holy Spackle needs to take care of her own mental health issues before she judges anyone else. She's a miserable, shitty, fucking person, and she takes out on everyone else she stalks, harasses, and is OCD about. Get help, Spackle. Seriously, get help. Now, here's the thing, is that, first off, this is a lie. Okay? This was a lie when it first came out. It's still a lie now. And in fact, they've actually come out, and Shani has actually come out and has apologized on behalf of Godless Girl in the video that came out, because it just wasn't true. So I mean, I could share like the videos. I could stream through that. I guess. So you know what? Let's try to do this. Let's see if I can actually pull this off here. So let's see if we can watch this video here on the apologies here. All right. All right. Let's see if we can hear this. Can you guys let me pull this up here? Move it up here.
I just want to.
Can you guys hear that? Let me see. Make sure I can. Oh man, I wish I had a producer. Let me see. Make sure I can. Oh man, I wish I had a producer. Okay. All right. Well, we can hear it. Well, we're going to assume that we can hear it. If we can't, then whatever. We'll fucking deal with it afterwards. Okay. All right. So let's go. Let's see. Back to the video. Where is it? Here it is. Okay. All right. Oh, okay. So now you can't, because apparently I can't mute myself. Wow. Oh, good.
My ignorance.
Good to see that. Discovered that one. All right. Try this again.
Hi. I just want to apologize to the Holy Spackle over thinking she did call CPS on me. I didn't know it was Angel, and I want to apologize to you for it, and I'm sorry. So if you forgive me or not, that's okay. If you don't, I understand.
All right. So just out of curiosity, did anybody hear that now? Okay, that was good. Awesome. Okay. So, it turns out that, yeah, CPS was called on Shady for Christ. And the person who did it actually talked about it afterwards and said, and she found out that it was Angel. And I mean, this is where you get into like all sorts of just messed up shit, where you get the Shani's ex-husband's mistress calling CPS on Shani. Whatever. It's all messed up. Whatever. But that's not enough. Like, okay, you put that evidence out there. Is Steve going to retract this? He's going to apologize, be like, oh, okay, maybe, all right, I kind of jumped the gun on that one. Yes, I didn't actually, she didn't actually do that. Well, my bad, whatever. No, of course not, because why would he do that? Why would that happen at all? Instead, what Steve decides to do is that he goes and, starts doubling down on this now. Starts doubling down on it and goes into that video and takes a look at the original kind of accusation, and where it comes out, where it's is based off of this comment that appears in the live chat that the person who made the video had grabbed and put out there. And the comment was from the live chat was, Shani, you need to get help. Being suicidal is going to affect everyone around you, including your kids. I'm calling the police, and if you won't get the help, then they will contact Child Protective Services. Okay, that was a threat. That was the threat from Spackle. Okay, now what Steve is completely missing with all this stuff, is that I remember that live stream. I remember what happened. Shani was inside her room. She was raging. She was talking about suicide. Her kids are terrified, won't come out of their room. And Spackle put that out there. He put that out there. It's just like you need to do something. But really, like who the comment was directed toward was Shani's mother. Shani at the time was living with Shani's mom, and Shani's mother was actually in the side chat. It wasn't like a direct comment to her. It was like one of those things where just like, hopefully this triggers her. Hopefully this tells her like, maybe you should go up and do something about, your daughter before you get, the police called in your house again, because they had been called before, not by anybody online, but by the incidences where, Shani had assaulted people inside the home. And the mother actually did intervene. Holy Spackle didn't have to call the police because the mother did intervene. In a very, this video, long gone now. I mean, Shani's channel has been terminated 3 times since then. Plus, I mean, she got rid of it like right afterwards, because you could actually hear in the background a scuffle between her and her mother. That there is probably some type of, violence between them. There's the history of that anyway. Anyway, the point is that like this is just kind of messed up to begin with. The fact that Shani is in this predicament, that she's doing that she's threatening suicide online, that the mother has to intervene, that she assaults her mother, that a scuffle ensues off camera, and this is being used as evidence to somehow paint Holy Spackle as a shitty person, because it doesn't matter to Steve. Steve is here to win internet points. That's all it is. It's internet points. This person I hate, I want to make them look bad. And in order to do that, they find this old video, they find these old screenshots there, and they try to put it out there, no context whatsoever, saying that it's wrong to call CPS on Shani, for Christ. And that's where it gets weird. That's where like the actual like just thing just doesn't make sense. Okay. Anyone need any more evidence that Holy Spackle is a dishonest piece of shit? Godless Girl is blunt, but she isn't wrong about Spackle going IRL to call CPS on Shani. She's dangerously delusional and needs professional help. My wife just barges into the room, just like starts throwing chairs around. It's okay. It's okay. No, it's fine. Are you going to eat crackers? No, I'm joking. I'm almost done. I got like maybe 10 more minutes left. Are you just going to sit here and just like this plastic container, like this like just crack on crackers?
Okay. Hold on. Just hold on.
What? Okay, that's pretty loud.
There, we're done.
We're done?
There you go.
Okay, you're just going to
That's
take
all I
it.
wanted.
All right, cool. Sorry. Anyway, yeah, so like, God, this girl is blunt, but she isn't wrong about tobacco going IRL to call CPS on Shani. She is dangerously delusional and needs professional help. My God. So this is where I kind of jumped in with, are you for real? Like, is this really like, is this really what you're trying to put out there? That somebody is wrong for calling CPS on Shani, for Christ? Okay, you know what? I don't actually need audio on this one. Let's see here. We're going to share screen here again, and oh, where is it here? Let's find it. Oh yeah, there it is, right there. We're gonna share this one here. All right, and I'm just gonna talk as this plays, because this is the video. You know, after Shani, for Christ, gets evicted from her place in Colorado. By the way, so just a quick backstory on that. They decided to move into some $3,500 a month townhouse, like 3-level townhouse in Colorado. And as they were, just blowing their money on laptops, PlayStation 5s, video game memorabilia, magic cards, DoorDash 3 times a day, every day, the extravagant, shopping trips to buy makeup and all this other crap, spending money on a, brand new Dodge Durango. They just pissed away all of Rev's money, like whatever his settlement was or his inheritance from his mother, in about 3 years. They pissed through all of it. And it's back when the COVID stuff first came out. I guess they passed some laws in Colorado saying that you couldn't evict somebody, during like the whole COVID thing, because some people lost their jobs, stuff like that. And Shani and Rev just took that as a sign, as, oh, cool, we don't have to pay rent anymore. So 9 months goes by, they haven't paid their $3,000 or $3,500 a month rent, and next thing you know, they owe close to $30,000 in back rent, and so they get evicted. Like, after getting multiple notices, they finally get one saying, "Hey, listen, you got to be out of there by Sunday," and I think it was a Thursday at the time. So they threw everything that they could inside of the back of their Durango and drove back to Rev's hometown. Now, they didn't have a moving truck. Now, I just want to specify this real quick. They did not have a moving truck. So they didn't grab furniture. Okay? So when we get to look at the kids' rooms here, this is not the way that the kids' rooms looked, because they had packed everything up. This was everything that the kids had. All right, so let's continue on with this here. So first off, we get to take a look at the bathroom here. The kitty litter box that they have decided not to even ever change. There's literally the shit is overflowing. The shit is overflowing from the kitty litter box. It's just in the middle of the bathroom floor, and that's not like a couple days worth. That's been sitting there for a while. Now, this is one of the kids' bathrooms. Okay, they'd have to walk over this every single time if they wanted to use the bathroom. All right. It's just absolutely disgusting. This is not a bunch of trolls that came through here and decided to trash the place after Shani and Rev moved out. This is what these people were living in. All right, that's fine. Okay, now we're going to take a look at this. Is the oldest room. Again, keep in mind, they didn't have a moving truck to move furniture. So that piss-soaked bed sitting on the floor, the hamster cage, and a TV sitting on the floor. That was what was in the kids' room. This was the kids' room. This is, I mean, obviously, maybe they probably threw some of the kids' clothes that I assumed sat in a pile in the middle of the room into a garbage bag before they left. But this is how the kids lived. This is what they had to live in. Again, there was no moving truck. There was no, there's no missing furniture here because they packed the stuff up and they just left the stuff behind. Left the dirty blankets, the mattress on the ground, the fucking dirt and grease smeared all over the walls. Like, this is disgusting. And while Shani and Rev are doing fucking, makeup hauls and buying themselves costumes and green screens and laptops and all this other crap just down the hall by the overwhelming smell of shit, cat shit coming out of the bathroom. This is how one of their kids lived. Okay? This is how their kids lived. And Steve McRae, okay? And Steve McRae thinks that Holy Spackle or any person who calls CPS is a shitty person for taking it IRL, in real life. Yeah. This is how these people lived. But no, it's too much to report these people to CPS. Who would do that? Who would report them to CPS? Come on, guys. It's just the internet. See, this is why I actually don't participate in these videos that much anymore. This is why I don't make content of my own all the time, is because I honestly just get so pissed off at people that excuse this behavior. Okay? When you were simping for people because they had shitty arguments in some type of theological or philosophical discussion, that was one thing. But when you have to try to win internet points and you have to take, start criticizing people, for what? Calling CPS? When you had kids truly living in neglect? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Steve McRae, fucking Cheshire Vic, Victoria Klein, whatever the fuck her name is. Like, what is wrong with you guys? You are really going to say that somebody's a shitty person for taking it IRL when this is the real life that those kids had to live in? This is the real life that they had to live in. But it was too much to try to get them help? Too much to try to get them out of this shit? Like, how shitty of a person do you have to be to say that, internet drama should never be taken to real life? That this is the type of shit that should never get reported? Here, let's scroll up ahead to the youngest's room. Now, this was their kid with autism, by the way. Again, no moving truck. The furniture that they left behind. At least this kid has a bed frame of some sort. Looks like a futon. At least it's off the floor. Had a little bit of a desk there. God, look at the crap on the floor. God. And there's a big bowl of stuffed animals. I mean, shit, they had that truck full of fucking, Jason's, WWE belt. That's just an air mattress. Is that just an air mattress? Or is that an actual mattress? I don't even know. It's sad that this kid's actually living better than his older brother looking at this crap. Fuck, the light in this bathroom doesn't even work. Kid gets his own bathroom. Doesn't even have a light switch that works. Never been cleaned. I mean, the funny thing was Shani, after all this stuff came out, said that that this was the trolls, the people that came in and shot this video, had trashed this place. They made this mess. This is fucking this is months of neglect. This isn't just some people decided to come in and make it look bad. This is months of, oh, look at that, congratulations, Luna, you just subscribed to Dragnot's channel. Cool. But this is the shit that they were living in. Okay. Anyway, that's enough of this crap. So, like I said, I mean, this is just absolutely fucking atrocious. But this is what they're going to defend. This is who they're going to defend. They're going to come out and make this accusation that going in real life is is too much. Oh, it's too much, to go in real life on this stuff. It's like, shit. Listen, Spackle didn't call CPS. back in 2016 when Shani was threatening suicide. Okay. That was whatever. But knowing now that this is how they live now, that this is how they lived years ago when they were with their mother, when the mother talked about this, when she said like, oh, the kids lived in filth, that there was 2 feet of garbage all around, that they were pissing in their drawers, that because they were too afraid to leave the room because Shani was filming. Like, fuck. The real question is, if you saw that, why didn't you call CPS? I was tempted. I'm a Canadian. Okay, I'm a Canadian. I don't even live in Colorado whatsoever. At least I'm part of Discord groups where people actively work together to make sure that this was brought to the authorities' attentions. It wasn't a bunch of people spamming them with phone calls and all this other stuff. But people did call. And fucking, I mean, good. Like, who wants people to live like that? If you're going to criticize some people taking something in like real life, well, fuck, like take a look at what you're defending first off. Like, this is what you're defending. Spackle would have been perfectly justified calling CPS. Any person who calls CPS on them after seeing shit like that would be justified. So this whole idea about, oh, you can't take it, IRL. Oh, you're a piece of shit if you go IRL. Oh, fuck you. Go fuck yourself, Steve. But we got one more thing. We got one more thing here. Oh, somebody hid somebody? Namak is shit. No, we can't have that. Fucking people abusing their mods. God damn it. Here's your... Gotta give Namak his shit as moderator status. There we go. Remember, everybody here gets to be a moderator. That's everybody special here. I think I missed some people too. There we go. Yeah, if you didn't get your mod, if you didn't get your wrench, make sure you guys post in the chat. I'll make sure we get people's their map, oh, Namak's well, that's fine. Namak gets even spam bots get wrenches. There we go. You get a wrench, and you get a wrench. Everybody gets a wrench. There we go. I'll turn slow-mo. I don't know if it gets spammy. If it gets really bad, I will. Whatever. Okay. What else are we doing? Oh yeah. Okay. The last one. Okay. So that's just the starting off point. That's the, in order to win internet points, you literally have to defend people who have neglected their children. Remember, Steve thinks it's wrong that anybody would call CPS on Shani. We have that video, okay? There's the video of how those children lived, and Steve McRae thinks it's wrong that you report that to CPS. That's fucked up, okay? And listen, I get it. Internet beefs, all this crap, whatever. If we can't agree on the very basic fundamental that child neglect is wrong, I don't even think we could have a conversation about anything. Like, if we can't agree that you have a duty to report child abuse, child neglecting a child, if we can't even agree on that, like, what the like, where do we even start to have a dialogue? I don't know. Yeah, that's fucked up. That's just fucked up. Okay. So last one here. I saw this come out the other day as well, and I thought this was funny. This was from I think Angry Roach clipped this and put this on in the Dragoon chat, and I watched this and I was just like, you know what? If Steve McRae has just gone out there, put his foot in his mouth, and has just done, just acted like an idiot, like, you sure as enough, you have 62 IQ, trying to out stupid Steve. And I love that. I love, maybe it's an actual, like a little competition they have, you know, who can be more ridiculous, you know, who can say the stupidest shit in a week or something. I don't know. And as stupid as it is for Steve McRae to literally defend child neglect, oh man, yeah, this one is very close to being just almost as good. I don't know. Well, maybe I'll do a vote on this one here. Let's play this.
Like this is why I don't like a lot of the channels that cover Shani for Christ, because I think they harass and bully her, and I think they harass and bully both of them to try to get them to react in a vitriolic way, so that way they can make more content and say, see, look how horrible these people are, when they never would have done that if they weren't pushed in that direction initially. And so it's like, you're contributing and you're a part of the problem, and if these people weren't racist before and are now being racist because of the things that you've said and done towards them, you're adding to racism. Good job. Like, I don't know why you think people ought to be applauding that. Like the drunken peasants do a very good job when they're covering Shani and Rev, in my
Okay. So did everybody hear that? Make sure that the screen share still worked. Okay, good. I see the reactions there. Everybody caught that one. All right. Okay. So let's break this down. All right. Let's do the Steve and Cheshire, the fucking paragons of critical thinking, you know. So they don't really watch the Shani channels, you know, because they feel that, you know, they contribute to this. That Shani and Rev, you know, they're only racist because they've been pushed to racism by a black man. Like, seriously, like that, because Dragnot, you know, a man of color, does reviews and criticisms of Shani for Christ, that has caused her to become racist. Like, if Drag wasn't acting like such an N-word, they wouldn't have called him an N-word. What? Is this really the fucking logic that they're using here? They really think that because that it somehow, you know, Shani and Rev become justified to start dropping N-bombs all over the place. They are justified in dropping N-bombs all over the place because the person who's criticizing them is black. And that is Drag's fault. I mean, this is why we should leave the reviews up to white people, so we don't induce racism in the people that we criticize. You know what? Let's think on that for a sec, folks. Let's think about that. You know? Oh, fuck. Listen, again, you know, having to defend child neglect because you think it wins you an internet point is one thing. Having to accuse somebody doing of criticism of making somebody racist because they're black while reviewing, like, is that what it is? It's like, the Drag, how dare you be black while criticizing somebody? Don't you know you're contributing to racism? I really hope that Drag takes a moment, sits down, and really reflects on this. That if he's going to be reviewing people, he better stop being black, because he is going to just create so much more racism. God damn, Drag, you are worse than the Klein. Listen, these people consider themselves critical thinkers. They are literally the dumbest motherfuckers out there. You can't make this shit up. How do you even fucking deal with somebody this stupid? I do like the little caveat there where it's just like, well, because the drunken peasants did give them some exposure. They go on there every once in a while. Oh, it's okay when the drunken peasants do it. They do it with a little bit more finesse. You know what they do? They're white. The drunken peasants aren't contributing to racism because they're white. I mean, if it was fucking Hannibal and Monty out there criticizing them, doing that stuff, or Dragnot or anybody else, in fact, those black folk got to get in line. They can't be criticizing white folk like that. That just increases racism. Why can't you be more like the drunken peasants? White. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this idiot? Jesus Christ. This is you know what? The whole 62 IQ thing, it starts off as kind of a joke. It started off as a joke. It was like a, because he kind of rhymed, whatever, haha, 62 IQ. God damn, she's earning that fucking name. God damn, she's earning it. Okay. All right. Let's see here. I take a look at the comments here for a second because apparently Tadded wants me to say something. Did you tag me? Or is it? I don't know. Sokka, I hate you. Okay, there it is. Okay, good. All right. No, that's I get that. I understand. Hashtag fuck Billy. Hashtag make TGR great again. I mean, I just like. I really want to start another poll just to see how many people are actually interested in Jello shots. Oh shit! No, what's his name? The suplex guy. The soup whatever. I think that suplex guy should take Billy's spot in TGR. Just saying, suplex city, whatever the fuck it is. I don't know. Whatever. Oh no in Steve's video, you lazy sock. All right. I needed to read that for him. He didn't know what he wrote. Okay. I'm looking at the chat now. So if you guys want to put something out there, I will. I'll take a look at it now. Okay. Anyway. Yeah. So let's do a quick poll in the chat here too. Out of these two great, just beacons of critical thinking, let's get a 1 for Steve McRae. It's okay for child neglect because reporting let's go for it's wrong to report to CPS child neglect because it's IRL, or Cheshire's don't criticize somebody of a different race than you because you're contributing to racism. So 1 for Steve McRae, 2 for Cheshire Vic. Who is the best critical thinker this week? Let's see here. Okay, got them. It's a pretty even game right now. Yeah, the bestest of the critical thinkers. I'm seeing a lot more support for Cheshire Vic here. It's disappointing. I was really hoping that that McRae had it this time, but it looks like McRae's. It is wrong to report child neglect if it's over the internet. Lost out to Cheshire's. It's wrong to criticize somebody while black because it induces racism. That's all right. Okay. Did I actually get a super chat? Is my account even set up to get super chats? That's not a thing. Nobody gave me a super chat. Okay. All right. Well, I'm not going to let this go on much longer. I actually have to move in 4 days. We are upgrading to out of a townhouse into a single house, single family dwelling. I guess that's what it is. Yeah, we're moving. So going to take the advantage of the kids being in school right now and finish packing. This was a fun little break from that, but yeah, gotta get back to it. Yeah, in closing, I mean, like, fuck these people. Like, seriously, they are just even the idea that anybody takes these two dumb fucks seriously is surprising to me. And I've said this before that, you know, Steve and Cheshire, Victoria Klein, whatever her name is, they're idiots. They're stupid. They are straight up just idiots. But what does that say about the people that think they're smart? The people that actually follow them around and, like, actually try to defend them. There was one fucking, dimwit that jumped in one of the threads there. Just like, we're talking about the Steve supporting child neglect, was just like, yeah, but what about your Irish friend who's doxing this person? It's just like, really? Are you seriously are you trying to bring up another example of a shitty person to somehow, like, it's not even comparable. Like, again, if we can't start on the basic the principle that child neglect is wrong and it's fucked up to defend it, I don't even know where we can go from here. I don't get it. All right, whatever. Okay, anyway, that's it. I'm done. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening to my rant. I will probably leave this up for a little bit. Next time I remember that I have a YouTube channel, I might do something else. I don't know. Anyway, thanks a lot, and talk to you guys later.